Hello and welcome. We've launched a video series called Succeed at Airline Interviews. This series is made of cuts of one of our live events. It's like a mini course, if you will. In this first video, I briefly go over the standard components of an airline selection and go about explaining the principles behind the advanced interview. In the next two videos of the series, I'll go through the classic and hybrid interviews. This series gives you a sneak peek of what you can find on a much broader scale in our flagship course, Advanced Interview Course, which you will need as you prepare for an actual interview. So for now, enjoy Succeed at Airline Interviews Part 1, the Advanced Interview. The airline selection process is a chain, and there's many ways that you can put these links together, but here are the biggest building blocks. So application stage, it's writing your CV and cover letter, and if you're a non-English speaking native, your English that you should prepare before this selection so that it's good enough so that you can sustain an interview in a foreign language. That's application. Then you have the psychometrics, then the interview, and then the sim. Okay, the order can change, but that's the four main building blocks. So this is the only time you're going to see the key competency framework in this video. If you want to know what it is, there are many other videos that we have on our YouTube channel that explain it, or if you're a client, of course, you know this from Module 1 of Advanced Interview Course version 2, but how the recruiter works. The recruiter will be evaluating key competencies. These competencies, for us, they are listed in this key competency pyramid with 3 foundation bars. And sorry, you don't see anything because my face is here. This is a busy slide, so I have to put my face very small somewhere here. And there are otherwise 8 key competencies that are recruitment competencies that we've defined through my work that I did before at the airline, but also we've added some that other airlines use to make a full key competency framework, and major airlines will be using these competencies. And so what are they? There are 8 competencies, typically your level of motivation, the quality of your communication, problem solving, decision-making, workload management. So there are 8 of them, and the recruiter will need to tick these boxes before they hire you. It's mandatory for a recruiter who is working with key competencies. They will be using a personality questionnaire if it's an advanced interview. So if what I'm telling you right now doesn't make sense because you're not familiar with our concepts, stay on, it will make sense in a minute. Good. And so if they would be using the personality questionnaire, there would be some danger areas that if you're in those danger areas, they will start to query and question you mostly around those danger areas to see if the personality questionnaire maybe spotted that you are in a place most of the time, but you are able actually, depending on the circumstances, to evolve, and then that will be okay, and they will qualify the situation as acceptable, depending on how convincing you've been, okay? So this is how a recruiter works in an advanced recruiting environment. So, like we said, now there were different types of interviews. So there is the advanced interview, which is the one I just described, using all the tools available to a recruitment department, whether it's aviation or not, and using all of this, where the personality questionnaire is great. It allows a recruiter to know a lot about someone just by looking at a sheet. And then they've got the time to read and analyze the sheet, and they've got 1 hour. And in this 1 hour, they get a really good idea of who you are. So at the interview stage, we've got Advanced Interview Course version 2, which of course you know is the only e-learning course in the world focused on airline selections. So it's here in the chain. And this course is in version 2 now, so it's got a lot more detail. So 13 hours of content. I've got 5 case studies, one on Air France, British Airways, EasyJet, low-cost Irish airline, and Wizz Air. We've done it this way because once you understand these 5 airlines, you can understand them all pretty much. The 16 PF questionnaire and debrief, which makes this really unique because you got a real questionnaire. You can really learn to see how you will be perceived by an airline that uses a personality questionnaire and see where your areas of weakness could be perceived so that you can prepare your questions better. You get monthly Q&A sessions. We are introducing a psychometric assessment tool as well. And you have the option of a one-to-one with me, which is at an extra fee, which I really recommend if you're going for a major airline selection. The modules, you can look at that if you're curious about the modules on the Advanced Interview Course page, which I will give you a QR code in a second, and you can go and take a look at it. But believe me, it is detailed and it is very well segmented, and people tell me that the production quality on version 2 really made it enjoyable to watch. If you want to take a look at the modules, what's inside Advanced Interview Course version 2, you could just go ahead and you can flash the code. It will take you straight to the course where you will see another video. You will see me talking again about the course. Come and join us inside Discord. It'll be a pleasure to speak to you. This is where I go. If you want to contact me directly, you can. Okay, you can download our app as well. And I hope that you learned everything that you needed, that all this content was useful to you. You can subscribe and like the channel. It will be a pleasure to get to see you again very soon.